Hello and a very warm welcome. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK on the 24th of December.
Hello and a very warm welcome. It is 3.
Apologies, I just need to make sure my echo is gone down, and I think it is working fine now. So let's start all over again. Hello and a very warm welcome to you. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK on 24th of December 2021. It is Christmas Eve. So if you are watching this live, first of all, I would like to start with wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well, because this is the last live session for 2021, and we'll be starting from the week commencing the 3rd of Jan, I believe. So the format of these sessions is very informal. I'll go through today's questions which have been sent to me, and towards the end of the session I'll answer any questions you may have. So if you do have any questions, please put them in the comment box on the right hand side of this video or underneath the video, and I'm going to come to you at the end. I just need to make sure my transmission and the YouTube live is working fine, and we'll get started. I believe it is working fine. Okay, so I had some technical issues with the camera today, so hence there's no video of me, just a slide deck. Okay, so let's get started. And before I get started, I'm also very excited to announce that we have launched our Facebook group, which is the Google Ads Like a Boss. It is free to join, and if you are interested in anything to do with Google Ads, digital marketing, online marketing, and so on, please join in. The link is on the screen over here. Okay. So the first question is, what is the difference between CPM, CPC, and CPV bidding? Okay, good question, and many of you do get confused by these. So let me get started with the CPM. CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions. CPC is cost per click, and CPV is cost per view. So the CPM and the CPV are for video mostly. So if somebody is bidding on Google Ads for 1,000 impressions, they get charged a certain amount of dollars or pounds or whichever currency they're in. Every time somebody views a video, you get charged a certain amount. Anytime somebody clicks on your ad, that's the cost per click. And that's how these bidding strategies are. CPM is mostly run by big brands who are more interested in getting the brand in front of people, so they need maximum exposure. So that works quite well. We as an agency, we don't run on CPM basis at all. I can't remember the last time we did, or CPV for our video campaigns. Though the best bidding strategy for video campaigns is, I believe, is max conversions, and then once you've got certain amount of conversions, you either switch over to target CPA or target ROAS. And obviously this is for the search campaigns or display campaigns. But having said that, when somebody does click on your video ads, your cost divided by the number of clicks on your video, you will have the column for CPC as that amount which is costing you per click. So hope that helps. So what is ad rotation? Ad rotation is when you are split testing different ads in an ad group. So ideally you want to have more than one ad. Don't just have one ad only. Have multiple ads, so Google can rotate and see which one is working better or performing better. Nowadays, Google is pushing the responsive search ad a lot more than the expanded text ads, and expanded text ads will retire by middle of next year. So you will only have the responsive search ads for running ads. But having said that, it's not only applicable to search. You need to have multiple ads for your display, for your video campaigns as well. So as long as they rotate, and you allow them to rotate and not just optimize for the best performing ads, then that's what this ad rotation is for. Okay, so this question is from Paramjeet. I got a call from Google Manager Bangalore. They activated my auto recommendation and I'm satisfied. Okay. How to get back to my previous settings and cancel all that setting which they recommended? I think what you meant was I'm not satisfied, because I find the auto recommendations is not in the best interest of the advertiser. Google will recommend quite a few things. You can ignore it or cancel it. Some of the things they recommend are good, but don't just trust blindly, and I think that's what's happened over here, that your campaign probably has dived and it's going downhill after all these recommendations were applied. You can't undo them, but what you can do is go into your change history and see what happened, and then either redo or undo whatever is applicable, and try to get that campaign back to where it was before you applied or activated these auto recommendations. Hi Amit. Call extension approved but not showing in result. Okay, so not every time your extensions will show up. Google only shows, out of the 4 ads at the top, Google will only show maybe 1 or the top 2 ads with the extensions. The only way you can get the extensions triggered is by having a higher ad rank than your competitors, and that's the only way you'll be able to see your extensions popping up on your ads. So make sure that you have got a good ad rank, you're bidding aggressively, and you've got a good landing page experience. Okay, I can see some questions popping in on the description, so I will refer to them at the end. So keep putting them in, and please know that there is a 30-second delay from when you put in the question and until I see them. So please take that into account. So don't leave it at the very last second, because I won't see your question otherwise. What is the difference between clicks and impressions? It's fairly straightforward. A click is a click when somebody clicks on your ad, and an impression is every time your ad pops up and shows up on the computer, tablet, or a mobile phone device. So irrespective of the click, impression is when an ad is seen by somebody on a computer or on a device. What is automated bidding strategy? So there are lots of automated bidding strategies in Google, which is the smart bidding is the same as auto bidding, where you don't have any control over your bidding. You don't need to worry about it, and you let the algorithm or the Google gods take control over the bids. Most of the time it works. Quite often you will find that because of the lack of control, Google will bid aggressively and may charge you a higher CPC. But don't freak out because the cost per click went up. it may result in a better click, a better qualified click, and a higher quality click as well. That's why you are paying a premium price for the higher CPC. With auto bidding, especially with maximized conversions, max conversion value, target CP, and target ROAS, you don't have all this headache of bidding on all these keywords which you may have in your account. Let Google do its job, whereas you can focus on writing your ads creatively, focus more on the landing page, how to increase the user experience on your landing page, and so on. So there are pros and cons for auto bidding, but the algorithm is getting better and better day by day, and the machine is going to beat the human pretty much every time when it comes to bidding, because it can see a lot more signals than us humans can see. Okay. Hi Sanjay. How can I start my own marketing agency from scratch? How to capture clients online? Good question. So first of all, congratulations that you are thinking about setting up your own business and your own marketing agency. Now, first of all, you don't need to be an expert at Google Ads to run a marketing agency. Just like you don't need to be a great chef to run a restaurant, you can be a restaurant owner and you employ chefs in your restaurant. With a marketing agency, you can buy or you can get media buyers, hire them, and run your agency. Now, I'm not sure how much experience you have of digital marketing, but what I would recommend is have at least some experience by working in an agency to begin with. Learn how things are set up, how the workflows are done, and how everybody manages the work and the team. Once you've got some experience, then obviously you will need to start with some kind of investment or money. You can't start a business with zero money. Well, a lot of people have done with £5 or £10 and started the business into multinationals. It really depends on how much capital you have to generate leads. If you don't have leads right now, you will need to spend either on paid ads or organic content marketing, or going door to door, knocking on doors, trying to get new customers. No matter what you do, you will either need to spend time or you need to spend money. Whichever one you've got more, you spend that. If you got the cash, by all means start running ads, and you start to get leads. So to generate leads, you need to have a good offer first of all. Why should somebody come to you? What is your offer? And then you start the discussion and the conversation with the prospect, and then they will make up their mind whether they wish to go with you or not. In the beginning, obviously, if you haven't got a marketing agency, you don't have any testimonials or case studies to go with. So this is where you will need to convince your prospect to go with you. So by all means, get started, and I wish you all the best with your new business. How can you automatically include the user's query into the ad copy? I think it's the question by Amir Hussain. He's just popped up in the description. Is that correct? Because I think you probably sent this to me earlier on. So the easiest way to do that is by having a dynamic keyword insertion string in your ad. So if that user's query matches your keyword, then that will automatically include in the ad. There is a Google Support Center. hold on a second, let me dig it out and I'll put it in the comment. It's called dynamic keyword insertion. Setup. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm putting this in the description, and I'll bring this over here as well. So setup keyword insertion, and this is how you do that. It's the curly bracket. Where is it gone? There. It's like that. So you have a default text. So if the query does not match your keyword, then obviously the default keyword which you have put over here will be shown in the ad. So it's very straightforward, and all the instructions are over here for you to insert the query in the ad copy. When will my payment added in the Google ad account? How many days does it take? I add it with debit card. When you update a payment, it updates straight away, literally, as long as you click that save button. So I'm not sure what the question is, but it doesn't take long at all. It is literally in real time. As soon as you put in the payment details, Google will happily take your credit or debit card. What is the use of search term report in Google Ads? Great question. And very few people use it to optimize their campaigns. So the search term report is where you will find all the search queries which a user has used on Google when your ad showed up. So if you find queries which are not relevant to your product or service, you can either, you add them as a negative keyword to stop them showing for that search term in the future. But if you find search terms which you have not included in your campaign, you can then find some new queries or search terms which you then should add in your campaign. So it works both ways. So if you, on one hand, you are adding and finding negative keywords, and on the other hand, you are finding and adding positive keywords. And doing this exercise at least once a week, dependent on how small or big your account is, you need to do this regularly, and that is going to save you a ton of money and make you a lot of money as well. I appreciate all these lovely comments. I truly am humbled when I see comments like these. So thank you so much, everyone. And it makes me want to do more content and create more content for you guys, because I know that at the end of this computer screen, there are people who like it and appreciate it. Okay, what is frequency capping in ads? So you cap your ads especially for the display and campaigns. You don't want to show a video. You don't want to show your ads too many times to a single person, because you get ad fatigue. People get fed up, cheesed off, because they keep on seeing those same ads over and over again, especially when it comes to remarketing. You want to be remarketing, but you don't want to be hounding them every 2 seconds. Every time they go on the internet, they see your ad. So personally speaking, I cap my impressions. You can do by impressions or by views. I cap by impressions about 2 to 3 maximum a day, and that works. That's a sweet spot where you don't get your ad shown a lot of times to the same person. What is IP address exclusion in Google Ads? Unfortunately, a lot of click fraud happens when it is clicked by your competitors on your ads to deplete your daily budget. This happens quite a lot. Google does have a very sophisticated, they call it the invalid click systems in place, but even then you will get people clicking on your ads. You can either, if you can find the same IP address coming through and you can see that lots of clicks are being made, then you can exclude it, just like a negative keyword. The other way you can also do this is by using third-party software for click frauds, and that will also add an additional layer of security on your account. Okay, hi Shaim. So those of you who don't understand Urdu or Hindi, what he's saying is call nahi aata hai, sirf click hota hai, kya kare, help me. Okay, so what he is getting is he's only getting clicks and no calls. So again, what you want to look at is what I just said, IP. Look at the IP. If you find that a lot of clicks are happening on your IP or from a particular IP or IPs, then exclude them. Then they won't be able to click on or see your ads. Google will block them. The other thing which you can also do is potentially change the message on the ad, because although they are clicking on the ads, they are not calling you, because it's a two-step process. First click, Google will charge you for that click, and then the phone dialer will come up, and then that's when they need to that's when they click the call button or the to phone you. I don't think changing the ad copy will solve this problem, because they see your ad, they like what they see, but they then abandon the call. So the only thing you can do is perhaps stop the call ads for now and run a responsive search ad or expanded text ads with the call extension on it, because that will also have the call button. Perhaps drive the traffic to your landing page, show them the value, your offer, your price, and then have your phone number on your landing page as well. And hopefully then things will change and you'll start to get more phone calls. I think that's what I would do if I was you. Okay, what do you recommend for local restaurant offers? Well, the most popular offers are the happy hour offers. Or you can have an offer, book a table for 4, get a bottle of wine, or book a table between a time when they are not very busy. So for, let's say between 5 and 6 p.m. and get a buy one get one free, or a free dessert, or a free starter. You can be as creative as you want with these offers, and there are so many offers which you can do for local restaurants that it's only your imagination can restrict you as to what you can create for your for local restaurants. The way I would run it is through Google Display Network and YouTube, obviously Gmail as well, and the new Performance Max ads are perfect for this, because you set up one campaign and that campaign is going to send your ads on all these platforms and channels with minimal work. Although you will need to create the video and the images and the ads, but that is just a one-time work which you can easily upload and set up and do and let it run. within a 5-mile radius. You don't want the radius to be 50 miles unless you are a specialty or a specialist restaurant where people from far away come to you. But locally, about 5-mile radius, you want to run and build up your brand. Okay, so here's the link to our Facebook group. Please do sign in. It's for free, and we've got a great little community building up. I think we've got over 100 now, where like-minded professionals are joining in to help each other. And you can get help, you can offer help, and join in the discussions and so on. Okay, so let me go to the questions now. All right, I'm going to start from the top. So if you haven't put in any questions, then please put them in now. Construction guidance. Hi Uzair, hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're well too. My call ads run quite well. When I'm receiving about 9 to 15 calls, okay. However, when I went to Spain, my ads stopped functioning completely. Do you know why? No, because you going to Spain will not have any effect on your ads running unless you stopped your ads and you then restarted when you came back. So I'm not sure what you did, but certainly you traveling abroad or going somewhere won't have any effect on your campaigns whatsoever. Himanshu, can we apply frequency cap on Google search ads? No, because you don't want to. Why would you apply a frequency cap when somebody is searching for a particular product or service? I would want to show my ads as many times as possible, because if you have searched for, let's say, buy running shoes, and then you go back again to Google and search for buy running shoes, that means I'm still looking around, searching around. I haven't found the perfect running shoe which I want. So if you are selling shoes, then you want your ads to pop up as many times as you want. Okay, how to apply frequency cap? Okay, your next follow-up question is, I get so many fake clicks on my Google ads. So again, that is what you need to do, is to look at the IP exclusion, IPs, and see if they are from the same IPs, then exclude them, or put in a click fraud app. You can sign up for a free trial and see if it catches any IPs and invalid clicks. Okay, Amir Hussain, can we use the query string in landing page? I've just answered this. Yes, you can, using the DKIA. This query string will help us for our internal tracking in our CRM. So there's a couple of things you can also do if you're tracking internal tracking for your CRM. You can use UTMs as well, and the Google Click ID. So there's lots of ways you can track if you want to push the data into your CRM. Okay, so I think that's it for today. All these questions have been answered. Lovely. So thank you so much for being here. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I will be back not next week but the week after, and we'll get our Friday sessions started. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.